Back guys, it's your boy NXV back at you again with another video. So in today's video I'm gonna be telling you guys like the key tips and the best ways to race as a high lap team, or like doing 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 and 85 laps or even more. But the fundamentals I'm gonna be teaching you right now here, and with that being said, let's just get started. So we finished racing like 2 days ago. I just thought of this idea just like an hour ago, and I got it set up and everything, so we might as well just get on with it. So my team, we finished racing by the way, and we're just done, right? And we're in fourth position right now, and we don't really care about position as long as we hit our goal, which was 60 laps in 2 days and like 18 hours. We achieved it, and we tried to make it as fast as possible. So yeah, so here's a picture of that. Let me just for those that wanted to know that. And I've been racing for quite a long time, I'm pretty sure. So let me just see if they are putting them into the race books, because if they are, then you can see like I have been getting, oh, they start putting them, but like I do have most race monsters. The ones that I don't have, I've probably been on a break. So yeah, and most of them are like rank 3, rank 4, rank 5. So bit of a flex, but I just want to show you guys that I actually know what I'm doing. And happens when you load up the race for the new people, and this might be like, this is a friendly UI, and it has 3 sets of tasks to the right, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles on the race board around the race monster, and those are the nodes. What Monster Legend calls them, those are nodes. And in each node there are 3 tasks. The task status will remain the same. As you can see, it says 1 for at the top, and then it says do your part, and it says joint effort. These 3 will just stay the same every node, and basically every node in the race. So let me just give you a breakdown of that. Rule is where only one person gets to do it. So what many high lap teams do is call out OFA, which is the abbreviation for one for all, and put that in the chat, and the first person that puts in the chat gets to do the OFA. This is to minimize the wastage of resources. Like right now, there's a first member to craft 7 level 7 runes, which means if everyone just tries to do that, we're gonna waste A, ruins, B, gems, and those two are like the most valuable resources in the race, and they take quite a long time to get up to stacked with. So if you're just wasting it, but only one person is getting the points, and we're moving at the same pace, there isn't a logical thinking behind that at all. So a lot more teams are starting to implement this into their racing habits, as you can see. So have do your part. Do your part, as you can see, is 15 out of 15. So it's asking for a lot more things, but this is a lot simpler most of the time. The hardest I think it's ever gotten is breed a legendary monster. That's the hardest I think it's ever gotten. But apart from that, it's always like hatch an egg, feed your monsters, collect gold, and it's like minimal gold as well. It's like 2-3 million. I know it may seem a lot to the newer majority, but for the older people, this is very easy to get. And the hatch an egg is simple as they say. It's just buy a fire soul, hatch an egg, and it can be rank on Karma, and Karma is green as so rank free tour, which is like 1 minute 30 seconds to rank him, and rank Pandika and whatever. So this can be very easy, you don't really need to worry about that, but I'll get to that in a bit. For the joint effort, this is where everyone can do it, and let's say 6 people want to do joint effort, they can do it, and let's say even 13 people want to do it, but like there's always a limit to how much you can do. As you can see right here, there's 13 out of 13, so the limit was 13, so you can't go overboard, you can only go to 13. Now let me break down the points for you guys. 1 for all, if you complete 1 for all, you get 500 points. Do your part is 30 points. Joint effort is 1000 points if you do it all. So you don't really need to chase after 1 for all every time. I know many people that just do one throw, like me and the co-leads in my team. We mostly just do joint effort, joint after, and we end up with quite a lot more points than the other people that have been chasing after one throw, because in a company it can be hard to get the one throw every time. So just stick to your gut, get the joint effort done, and you'll be blessed with points. It might be slow, but it'll be passive points that are coming through. And so that's that. A lot of space, so it can either be in the votes or the habitats, and you just want to have nature habitats, fire habitats, and possibly thunder habitats, or in the vault, right? So what you need cells for is these monsters. So you need cells for Thunder Eagle. You do this when they ask you to rank up a wing. They won't really specify to rank up Thunder Eagle, but the cheapest wing monster is Thunderex, but that's a bit harder to get the cells. I use Thunder Eagle, I'll tell you why. So Thunder Eagle takes 2 gems to speed up and rank each, but the thing is, Thunderex takes 1, right? But the thing is, so let's say there's a maze tomorrow after the race, and in the maze everyone uses Thunder Eagles, so you can like waste less time and just use Thunder Eagle cells, because if you use Thunder Eagle cells, then you're gonna get a lot more of them, because you're doing the maze and you're doing the 4-hour collection system and on again. Hopefully I'll be posting a maze collection video in a few weeks, and hopefully you can learn with that. And then let's move on to trees and fire. So these two are the fundamentals of Monster Legends. These two are the first 2 monsters that you actually get, and these monsters are very cheap on the shop. So if you go to the shop, you go monsters, then you go to common, and these two are the first 2 monsters that are with gold. Fire Sword trees, they take 30 seconds, 15 seconds to hatch, and around 30 seconds to extract, and you carry on doing that until you get like around 4 to 5k cells. You don't really need more than that, because this will cover you for a large period of time, because you don't, unless you're doing all of the tasks, but apart, like after you are lap 10 or above, you don't really need, they don't really ask you for rank up commons, rank up fire common, rank up nature common. They don't really ask you that, so there's no really a point in having too much of this, even though it's very easy to get. So let's move on to the second most wanted monster that the Monster Legends devs ask for in the race, after Thunder Eagle, is another wing monster, but this one they'll ask you for wing thunder, UC wing, and the best monster to use for that one is the Pterodactyl. To breed this guy is just Dark Mythic and Electric Mythic. Put them together, 50% chance of getting this monster. Greenasaur, same thing. This takes 30 seconds to hatch, and you can get 50% of the time Pandagon, which is also a very useful monster, and I have around 5,000 cells of him, and you can just carry on extracting him, and then get like around 10k would be like the maximum I would ever go for these monsters. And Pterodactyl, try to get as many as you can, because this monster gives you basically 3 points in OFA, because they ask you for rank up 2 UC wing monsters, and it takes 4 gems to rank up, and there's your 500 points, and it comes up like repeatedly throughout the lap 40 to 60, so it should be very easy for you guys to get easy points and flex on your leaders. So then we have Rare. Frito is possibly the most annoying monster in the game. So they have an OFA where you have to rank up around 20 Fritos, and that OFA takes around 40 to 50 minutes, because each Frito takes 1 minute 30 seconds. But the thing you can do to resolve this problem is you can have a lot of Fritos in your hatchery and lots of cells ready, and just have 20 Fritos and they just rank bang bam 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 bam. And you can even speed it up if you want. That will cost you like 20 gems, but normally you wait for 1 minute 30 seconds to just rank up to rank 1 and done. You're done with the free tour. But many people just do on the spot, which takes even longer, so it takes an hour, 2 hours. So try not to do that and make sure you just have enough free tours waiting to be ranked and enough sellers. Epics, you basically don't really need to craft epics, but you need to rank them and have them ready to be ranked for some nodes and epic nodes. Legendaries, same thing there, just need to have them ready to be ranked. Mythics, there's no really use for them right now. And just another thing I would suggest is having all of these monsters, at least 10 of them, just in their habitats waiting, just so you can rank them up. For crafting, so for crafting, things get a little tricky right here. So let me just go UC. So Shock Turtle, you may have seen that I got 954 stars of Shock Turtle. Shock Turtle is used when it says hatch a UC electric. To breed Shock Turtle, you need a mythic water and a mythic electric, and if you put them together you have like around 50% chance. But the other monster you get, if you get unlucky, you have to wait 6 hours for him to hatch. So what people do is just get some cells of Shock Turtle, go ready to be crafted. We craft them, spend 1 gem to rent, otherwise it's just a free, and 2 hours 30, speed that up, put on a hatchery, speed that up and sell it. That way we're not wasting, we're not getting unlucky, we're always getting like the right result that we want. So that's a little trick that we use. And apart from that, it's just more about activity. You just have to be active in race, doing DYPs, and just communicating with the team as a whole. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great Christmas.